What if everything you thought about yourself was wrong? What if there was such a power inside of you that you could create miracles? The goal of the Mystic Warrior is to present tools to you, tools that I have gathered from studying with many spiritual teachers that can expand your consciousness and give you a glimpse into the infinite. One of my favorite stories is from a book called Illusions, written by Richard Bach. In that book, there are creatures at the bottom of a river, and they all hold on to the seaweed at the bottom of the river out of sheer fear. They're scared that if they let go, they'll be thrashed against the rocks and killed. And one day, one of these creatures realized that he is so bored that he has to let go, because the boredom itself is killing him. So he tells his friends, I'm going to let go. And they all start yelling, don't let go. If you do, you'll surely die. So out of fear, he holds on some more. But after a little while, he says to himself, I can't take this. I would rather die than live like this. So he lets go. And he does get thrashed against the rocks. But after a while, he learns to float to the top of the river. And he floats down the river. And after a while, he comes across another community of creatures like himself. And they look up to him and say, here's the Messiah, come to save us. And he looks down at them and says, I'm not the Messiah, I just learned to let go. And they yell back at him, we're not like you, we're not a Messiah. If we let go, we'll surely die. And he goes, no, just let go. But they don't, out of fear. And he passes them by. And that community of creatures is left to tell stories of the Messiah that visited them. Humans are like these creatures. We're capable of so much more, but fear holds us back. Humans can only perceive 0.01% of the electromagnetic spectrum. That means that 99.9% of reality is invisible to us. In that reality resides a higher self, different aspects of us that have connections directly to the universe and can manifest anything. The purpose of the Mystic Warrior is to give you a glimpse into that other 99% so that you know, that you realize that there is so much more to you. And when you do, and you come back to the regular consciousness, you come back changed, you come back bigger, you come back with a passion to learn, to become spiritual, to move onto that road to self-realization, which, as Maslow said, is the goal of humanity. I've studied with many spiritual teachers, and all of them said the main goal in this world is to become self-realized. Why? Because once you become self-realized, you are in complete control of your life, and you are a light onto the world, and the world needs you to do that. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to give you a glimpse into the infinite? We're going to be teaching techniques that open your third eye, and what that means is you can actually see with your eyes closed through the third eye, which is located here. And the other method we're going to be working on also is to quiet the mind. When this happened to me, the mind went away, and what I mean by that is there was no chatter, nothing. And it was so peaceful. But what I found, as soon as that happened, the heart opened up and my consciousness expanded way beyond my physical body. And as it did, I was filled with more and more joy and love. And that level of joy and love I have never experienced in my life. It was unearthly. But once you do experience that, you'll be changed forever. You will be a light onto the world. So my intent is to provide tools that will help people start on the road to self-realization. And the end goal is to have everyone live in the heart as opposed to the head. Because once that happens, there will be heaven on earth. Thank you.